Hey, what's up everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim. Gonna be playing a game on PTCGO today, and today I am rocking a pretty unique list. This is Paden Richards' list. Found this list online, and he piloted this to the top 4 of a League Cup. Now this is Reshiram, Victini Prism Star, Fiery Flint. I'm not gonna lie, I have never played a game with this deck. I cannot advocate for it. It has also got Ho-Oh in it, yes. But it did look like a lot of fun. It looks very cool. Also, not gonna lie, I am somewhat suspect as to what some of these cards even do. So we are, in the process of trying to figure all that out. I'm gonna start out with Ho-Oh GX. Ho-Oh is very good as a starter. You're just gonna try and key our way to this thing, and then just start using Phoenix Burn to your heart's content. Now we're not doing anything cute in this deck as far as playing. Oh, it looks like we may have gotten paired against a Sylveon deck, which I actually think that we do okay against. We should be able to accelerate pretty quickly. We just have things like Ho-Oh, and then we've got, what am I talking about? We don't have like Dawn Wings or anything like that in order to try and, I don't know, accelerate energy or not. Reset your Ho-Oh. You know what I'm talking about. We just have Guzma. That's all we got to reset. Now, let's see. Discard 2, Fire Energy, then search your deck for 4. Yeah, that's good for Reshiram. Okay, so Fire Flint combos well with Reshiram. We don't need to use any other cards here. We're just going to put, like, a lot of pressure onto this dude with a turn 1 Kiawe. So we're just going to do that. Going to throw it all onto the active here. And I'm not going to give him any way to get out of this. Like, he needs to have another Pokemon or a way to remove 2 energies. And even if he removes 2 energies, I can just attach and I can Phoenix Burn for knockout. So I think like he needs to get another Eevee down in order to even stay in this game. We can see just how good this deck is going to do against these stall decks, which just did so well at the Frankfurt Regional Championships. I think, what, a Steelix deck finished in the top 8. Wild stuff. Sylveon won the Frankfurt Regional Championships. So he needs to, he needs to respond right now, or else there's nothing he could do. So Ho-Oh could be a pretty legitimate deck going forward if these stall decks end up being like a real thing. I love that Ho-Oh is just super consistent. I love that it's just this big basics, right? You're just slapping Fire Energy down. The Reshiram GX is super cool as well. So I hope in this video that I can show off some of what the Reshiram GX does. Has this crazy GX attack where you can attach all these energies from your hand to your Pokemon in any way that you like, and it does 180 damage. So that's why Fiery Flint is so good. You discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for 4 Fire Energy, and then you could just throw them all into play with the Reshiram. So that is awesome. I could start attaching to Victini, because Victini is a Pokemon that can one-hit KO after maybe the Ho-Oh goes down, or after all the energy gets removed from Ho-Oh. You can kind of go in with the Victini and just smack for like a ton of damage. So that is an option there as well. I think, though, let's see, Pokenav. Look at the top 3 cards. You can reveal Pokemon or an energy. Okay, so, and then we put the other cards back in any order. Let's, okay, sure, we can get an energy out of our deck there. I'm just thinking, like, when we got Pokenav and Guzma on the top of my deck as those 2 cards. That's fine. I'm trying to think of what our best course of action is here. I don't think I Kiawe again. I think I just attached to the Victini, perhaps. He's got a retreat of 1, so that's cool. And that way I can kind of, I wonder how I'm gonna like go about getting like that switch effect that I need. I could like, I Guzma, not Guzma, but I guess Kiawe again, but I would want to get out another Pokemon here. I think I just put the Victini down and attach to it. Like, I'm okay with that. And then I think that we just, we put the Choice Band on. I don't think that we do anything else as far as supporters go. There's not really anything else that I want to play. I can Acro Bike. That feels fine. I mean, like, I know that I'm just going to, like, grab that Guzma. I don't really need the Pokenav, so we're just going to discard that. And then I have a different card on the top deck here. Kiawe ends my turn. I like the Lele in hand. Let's just go ahead and Phoenix Burn here. Knock this thing out. 210 damage. Super aggressive. That's crazy. Now, my opponent needs to find out a way out of this, because I could just go in and end the game. You're right. I could just, I'm seeing the combos now because I've never played this deck before, but I'm seeing with like Fiery Flint, I could have pulled off a very big Victini there next turn just by Fiery Flint, discarding 2 fires, get more fires out of my deck, and then Fiery Flint again, and then retreat. I could have thrown like a bunch of fire energy into the discard pile. I'm not sure that I could have gotten 10, but it would have been pretty close. I mean, I would have only needed 9 in a choice band. So I could have gotten a bunch. I think I would have been able to only get maybe 6 doing that. But if I maybe was able to get myself into an Ultra Ball or something like that, then I could get even more fire energies into the discard pile. So that is just very interesting. And I really like the Victini in here. Now that I'm like looking at that, that Victini was actually a win condition there. So that was awesome. And you saw my opponent just scooped it right on up. They did not want to deal with me and my, my turn 1 Kiawe shenanigans. So I'm hoping that there are just like a ton of mill decks here and that we'll just get to go and just like blast them to pieces with Phoenix Burn, and just that would be incredible. I think that would that'd make me very happy. So hopefully we get to do a little bit of that. This deck plays like 15 fire energy, so it does play a ton. I think that I go in here and I think that I just Lele for the Kiawe, but I guess I Acro Bike first to see if I just naturally happen into it. I do not, so we don't there. And then I guess I want to stack my deck with Pokenav. So we'll do Lele here. Yeah, we're going to get a supporter. Yeah, we're going to get a Kiawe. How many fires do I have left in deck? 9. Gucci. All right, is my Prism Star in deck? Yup, and that's actually, I can't look at the Reshiram. I want to look at the Reshiram. Does 180. That's what we really want. And the fire charge attack's not bad either. So we're going to Kiawe turn 1, obviously. So let's go ahead and get that up and going. I think I actually want to attach the energy to the Lele so that I can maybe Guzma and Phoenix Burn next turn. That kind of feels good. So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, the Pokenav doesn't do anything because I'm Kiaweing. So I can't Pokenav then Kiawe, I guess. So I think I'll Pokenav on the following turn. So let's do that. Yep, we're going to attach there, and we're going to Kiawe, throw 3, 4 fire energies onto the active. And then if my opponent has to put a Lele down or something, we're just going to go ahead and knock that out next turn. So we're going to have a very aggressive turn 2 here. It's exactly what Ho-Oh wants to do, and does it very well. I love that the Ho-Oh has a fighting resistance as well. Looks like we are playing against a Shrine of Punishment deck, so that is a little bit maybe troublesome considering and the Shining Arceus. So that could be a little bit troublesome considering I have 2 GX Pokemon down already, but honestly, I kind of had to. I think we're trying to just overwhelm here. Getting hit with that Flying Flip is going to be quite a pain. But even if I stay asleep here, which I did, I'm able to Guzma out of this. So I'm not super concerned. Let's take a look at the Reshiram now that we finally have it. Flame Charge, search your deck for up to 2 fire energy cards, attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Vermilion GX, you may attach up to 5 fire energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. So this is a perfect partner for Ho-Oh because Vermilion GX is just a great GX attack that accelerates energy, and it does damage, whereas Ho-Oh GX's GX attack, you pretty much never want to use that. So let's Pokenav, see if we can find any Pokemon in here. We'll take the fire energy, sure. And then we are going to stack, I think I want to stack the Nest Ball first, then the Fiery Flint. Kind of feels good. Yeah, I have 4 fire energies in my hand. Let's see here. I think that, yeah, I guess in order to actually Vermilion GX, we'd have to Flame Charge first. So I think, I know, my opponent's giving me the hello. That's fine. I'm going to knock out your Coco. I don't really like him being alive and well. So I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to retreat into this duder here. And we'll attach to... I feel like attaching to everybody here is like kind of bad. But we kind of have to, I guess. Right? I don't really know. Yeah, we're going to hope we just get something going here. So let's just Phoenix Burn. I don't think sniping's worth it. Yeah. Just Phoenix Burn, knock this thing out. Unfortunately, when you're knocking out non-GX Pokemon, like Ho-Oh is just like not who you want. You kind of want that Nest Ball will be good. I want to go get the, I don't know, can we get the, Can we get ourselves maybe the Victini and take a couple prizes with that? I'm not sure how easy it's going to be necessarily to get that many Pokemon, or that many fire energy in the discard pile repeatedly, though. So maybe that's not going to be, what ends up working out, but we'll see here. I'm going to start off by just nest balling. I know that I had the Fiery Flint there on the top. I think I just want to get this thing just to start throwing energy onto it. Then I'm going to Acro Bike here, and I actually want the Lily, so that's super good. Then I'm staying asleep, so that's frustrating, but it's all good. I'm just going to attach to this Victini and wheel Lily for a bunch here. And the cool thing, the Victini also just throws the energy back into the deck, so you're not being wasteful. Do like that as well. I'm going to save my Reshiram for later. I do have Guzma for next turn. I have Fiery Flint. I can throw some fire energies into the discard pile and really get a nice sizable attack off with this Victini next turn. Unfortunately, it's not happening this turn, but that's like totally fine because I was sleeping anyway. So it's, this Ho-Oh, he just sleep out here. He can knock out, kind of like nuke whoever next turn with this Guzma in my hand. Or I could take advantage of the Guzma to go and maybe attack with Victini one turn, then maybe retreat the following turn into Ho-Oh and Phoenix Burn again. This is a learning process for me just as much as it is for you guys. I'm kind of out here just winging it, get it? Because Ho-Oh has wings, right? So that was funny. Oh my gosh. So I just got back from the PokeCon in Louisiana. That was amazing. Had a great time. Met Rachel Lillis. Got a signed Misty card from the anime. Actually, it's one of those old Topps cards, but it has a picture of Misty from the anime. So that was super cool, and it was just an awesome experience for me to get to meet her, and also the first time I've ever seen a voice actress, right? So it was really cool to see her do like impressions of Jessie and Misty and Jigglypuff and things like that, and get to see that kind of happen right before your very eyes, right? It was just like very surreal, very wild. So let's see what we got going on here. I can just like knock out this Tapu Lele, which seems fine, and then I think that I probably just do that, and then I save the Victini for the following turn once like all these energies get into the discard pile. I'm kind of okay with that. So we'll put a second energy onto the Victini. I don't think I actually Guzma anything up. I think I just save Guzma for if I survive like one more turn, then I just Guzma the next turn, maybe the Shining Arceus or something. Retreat with the Lele again, and go in with the Ho-Oh for one more knockout. At this point, if Ho-Oh can take 3 knockouts before he goes down, he's definitely done a job well done. This Reshiram, actually, now that I'm looking at it, is very good in these matchups. Scorching Column does 110 and Auto Burn, so it's like 130. So if I can get enough energy onto it, it's going to be excellent. And like I said, this is exactly what I wanted, just to be able to get one more knockout here with the Ho-Oh. That's just like super high value for me. Is very good. And then I think that I want to just start kind of slowly attaching to this Reshiram here, as weird as that is as well. I just don't want to get caught kind of like, slipping here with no attackers. I think that this is the ideal, situation for me. I have 3 prizes left to take. I imagine I'm taking this one. At best, I get to take one more prize with this Ho-Oh. At worst, I, get knocked out right here. If I get knocked out right here, I will Victini for at least one turn. Then I might be able to Fiery Flint and get enough energies in the discard pile to do it again. Not exactly sure, though. But, yeah, my opponent's I would love to see how horrible their hand is, because they've got absolutely nothing going on, which is just completely crazy. I'm just going to attach to my Reshiram again and then just switch into the Victini, honestly. And at this point, I think that I attack here because I'm doing 20 damage times the amount of energy in my discard pile, shuffle them all in. I think I just attack here, and then next turn I retreat and attack with Ho-Oh, and then when Ho-Oh gets knocked out, then the Ho-Oh will be able to, power up another Victini, right? So this is kind of an interesting little exchange that we've got going on here. I guess I'm not now. Yeah. So like the Victini will get to attack twice in a row, which is very cool because I got to attack there, and then the Ho-Oh get knocked out. I'll get to attack again, and then I guess so long as I can... Oh, I did waste my switch, though, so that's a little bit frustrating, but I have got game. I'm able to just knock out this Inkay. I can attach and retreat, no problem there. So, sweet stuff. Good game to my opponent, though I understand not really. Definitely a tough draw there with their energy as far as that goes. But now we're getting Infinity for 100 damage. Awesome stuff. And we bench my opponent. That was some bad beats for the Arceus Shrine deck. Let's see if we can get a better game here in our final match with Paden Richards. List. Let's see what we've got. I really would like to see if we can get a Reshiram out and rolling. That would be a lot of fun. And if we could actually use that GX attack. But Stefan, the North American International Championship winner, did play Ho-Oh GX at the Frankfurt Regional Championship. I believe he finished somewhere in top 64 with Ho-Oh Salazzle. And then obviously with the new cards coming out of Dragon Majesty, Ho-Oh Salazzle does get some cool little supports there. I really do like Reshiram GX. Ho-Oh GX is an awesome kind of backup swinger as well. I think Stefan's list was more focused around Ho-Oh, Salazzle, and then has the kind of classic Turtonator in there, whereas Paden's list is obviously completely rehauled to take advantage of Fiery Flint. You've got the, the Victini and all that. So I'm interested to see with further testing which version I like more. I do really, really like that this deck seems to have an excellent stall deck matchup. I mean, we just completely demolished that Sylveon deck. And that deck just won the Frankfurt Regional Championship. And it's not close. You just Kiawe and then just can blow the thing up. So that is just completely wild. See, we've got an early Reshiram here, so we could Flame Charge if we can. We actually are guaranteed some energy here with the Fiery Flint, and then we could get ourselves a turn 2 Vermilion GX, which could be pretty sweet, not gonna lie. So Reshiram GX, search your deck for up to 2 fire energy cards attached to this Pokemon. That's very good. I think that I just like that. So we are playing against Buzzrock here, it seems, which is cool and all, but yeah, let's do this. And then I think I want to thin my deck first. Yeah, let's do that. And then I want to go get myself some energy and a Pokemon. So I'm going to Fiery Flint, and I'm going to discard Fiery Flint and Ultra Ball. And actually, maybe I should have kept the Ultra Ball. I'm like being way too greedy here. Let's see. I should have Ultra Balled for Kiawe. I don't really know what I was thinking, but that's fine. I want to get 4 energy. That's fine. Yep. And then I was thinking that I wanted to stack my hand. I should have gotten rid of the Nest Ball, Ultra Balled for my other Lele. I actually don't know if my other Lele was in the deck, so we'll see. My other Lele is in the deck, so we should have done that. We should have gotten ourselves a turn 1 Kiawe probably, but I wanted a turn 1 Flame Charge. Oh, that's why I didn't turn 1 Kiawe. I wanted to turn 1 Flame Charge. That was kind of my thought. So let's see here. We got Pokénav. I'm going to take the Pokénav, and then I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch into this Reshiram, and then we are going to Pokénav. Let's see. My top 3 cards are Ho-Oh, and then next turn I know I'm drawing Victini, and then the following turn I am drawing Lily. So that is not the... I wanted the Lily a little bit earlier. Oh, I do get to stack them afterwards. That's very good. So I will get the Lily next turn. So that's kind of what I want here. We're going to put the Lily on top and then the Ho-Oh. Very good. So we'll get that next turn. Oh, no, we don't. I don't know why I did that. Yes, because now I'm flame charging. So that's very bad, Andrew. Very bad. You do not get to Pokénav because you're flame charging. So I forgot about that. It's all good. Next turn, I can Vermilion GX for knockout and accelerate 2 energies into play. I want more, though. I think I want, I wish I had my other Fiery Flint, right? And we could accelerate, 4 energies onto Ho-Oh would just be so insane. What a power play. But we'll figure it out here. I can just Scorching Column next turn, and actually I feel totally fine doing that. I would take a knockout on the Buzzwole. We would be totally cool. Imagine that my opponent's probably going to bring up somebody heavy, yep, and just be a little bit of a pain about it, though. Yeah, that's frustrating. Maybe I shouldn't have benched my Ho-Oh that early. I don't really know what I was thinking. But you know what? never punished. We're fine. Let's just go ahead and Kiawe. I think I'm going to attach to the Reshiram, Kiawe to the active, and now we're like ready to party. Like, let's have some fun. I'm going to be Phoenix burning next turn. I can, you know, Vermilion GX the following turn, and maybe power up a Victini and then sweep in with that. I know that my opponent's not knocking me out with this Sledgehammer, that's for sure, and they have their Beast Energy on that Buzzwole, so that's good that I know that, you know, I don't have to worry about that later in the game. So that's pretty dope as well. I've got 2 benched Pokemon, so Bloodthirsty Eyes is a little bit of, you know, it's gonna do some damage, but not really a lot. I don't actually know if my opponent's going to be able to handle getting this knockout this next turn. I think they might not be able to, unless they get the DCE. Even if they get the DCE, they're going to need a little bit more technology going on here. They don't really got it like that right now. So let's just Phoenix Burn, and then we're going to go from there. They had 2 energies on that Buzzwole. They've got a pretty dead hand there. They really don't have too much going on at all. So this could very well be the end of the game. I need a Choice Band, though, to take this knockout. I'm not getting it otherwise. If they could Kukui into a DCE, that's 130, minus 20, 110. That would be the knockout. They've got it with Claw Slash. I kind of desperately need a Choice Band here, or else it's not going to go. So let's see. How many energy do I have in the discard pile? I'm about to have 5. 5 times 2, that's 100. That's not what I want. I would rather knock this thing out clean. But I'm not getting enough energy into the discard pile yet. So we're going to go here. And then I'm going to hope that I just top deck a supporter or something. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. There's the Lily that I wanted a long time ago. So very good. We've got this here. I can attach the energy. Then I get a Lily, and I need a Choice Band. If I get like Choice Band Fiery Flint, this is going to be so insane. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. We did not get either, but the turn is not over yet. I can search a little bit. I can dig a little bit. I can Ultra Ball away probably the Kiawe and the Lele, I guess. Seems fine. Let's do that. Let's Ultra Ball away Kiawe and Lele. And then I don't really want to just give my opponent the knockout, so I'm not going to get anything here. And then we're going to Acro Bike. We need... no. Oh, I wanted a Fiery Flint so bad. So at this point, we can't really... We just have to Scorching Column. Like, that's it. I can't really Vermilion GX for nothing. That feels so bad. So we're just going to do that. And then, like, we could take the knockout next turn with my Victini pretty easily. But if they can get themselves like a Diancie, you know, they're going to be doing 170. They get themselves a Choice Band, then they're in the money. They also could do it with Kukui. That was a rough whiff there. I really needed that other Fiery Flint. And I know that I'm like, now that I'm playing this hand, I'm like, I probably have misstepped here a few times with this deck early on. But that's part of the fun, is like we're kind of learning the ropes of the deck, learning the different, you know, kind of route you take when you have your Fiery Flints in your hand. Like, I've never played with this card before. It's just very odd, and also I've never played with Pokénav, so it's weird to see how these cards kind of interact with your hand and how they interact with the deck. But it's definitely a fun deck to play. This is definitely a blast. I'm really enjoying it, and I could see it being pretty good. I think Ho-Oh definitely is just this sleeper deck that has some promise. Let's go. Does he have... that's 180. That's it. So that'll do it. Dangerous Rogue GX. That is just such a... Oh, that really, really hurts. I don't know if I can come back from that, but we're going to see if we can. So I would go down to... I would get some knockouts here. So let's see. We're going to knock this thing out with our Victini, that's for sure. I'm just going to Cynthia. We need a Fire Energy. We might not actually get it. We are running low on fires. Fiery Flint could have gotten it for me, but I think let's Nest Ball. Let's take a look. Do I have any Fiery Flint? I have 2 Fiery Flints and 1 fire left in deck. So I have 1 fire. I need to attack with it. I need to get myself, like, let's get this, let's see, who even helps here? I think the Reshiram could be good. I already have the Ho-Oh out, so let's get that thing. And then we need to Acro Bike, and then Poke Nav. I think that our best course of action is to Acro Bike, then Poke Nav, yeah. So we need to do that. That digs us 2 cards. Okay, that's good. So that digs us 2 more cards. And then our final stretch is to Poke Nav. So there we have 1 Poke Nav. I think I just can play both Poke Navs, right? So let's see here. 13 cards. Yikes, not a great odds. We did not get any there. But then I I got Fiery Flint though. That'll do it. Okay. So we do get the Fiery Flint. Oh, but I can't get it into my hand. So we just lose. That's just it. I can't win. You know what? All right. My opponent's got this one. They're about to run through me. Yikes. I think I could have done better there. I just think I had some crucial whiffs. So we're going to try playing one more game just because this deck is so much fun and I want to give it one more shot to see what it can really do. Buzzrock is also kind of like a pretty good deck right now. I mean, it seems pretty good. It definitely is solid. And just the plays that you can pull off with the Baby Buzzwole and with Lycanroc and with like Kukui and the Macargo are all just pretty insane, the combos that you can pull off when that entire engine is set up. So let's go on. Game 4 here. We're 2-1 so far with the with the Reshiram deck. But the first 2 games were kind of just rolls. They weren't really real games there. The first real game we played, we kind of got stunted on there. We had some crucial whiffs. Some things didn't go our way. Andrew might have played his first hand suboptimally. Yeah, I definitely should have. In retrospect, I just played it all wrong. Like I should have just Kiawa'd turn 1, I think. So that's just that's a live and learn experience. All right, here we go. We got a mulligan on our first hand. We've got another, yes, no Lele start. Thank goodness for that. We've got a Reshiram, and I've got Kiawe and Lily. This opening hand actually looks to be pure flames. So I'm definitely feeling this. Let's see what we can get going. What are we playing against? I think it's Buzzrock. Or not Buzzrock. I think it's Zoroark. So this should be an interesting matchup. I can definitely accelerate very quickly. I can get a turn 1 Kiawe onto my Reshiram. Turn 2, I can maybe Lily into some fire energies, and I can get myself, a pretty Flames Vermilion GX. That would be the dream here. And I don't really want to bench too many Pokemon. I really just want to get like a Reshiram, and I want the Ho-Oh. That's all I want. And I want a Vermilion GX onto the Ho-Oh. I want to knock out a Zoroark turn 2. That's kind of the dream. And I definitely have all the technology in my hand to get there. I've got the Lily, I've got the Kiawe, I've got some Acro Bikes. This is a dream come true. It's exactly what we want. All right, go ahead and pass. Come on, pass. Slap a DC down. No, pass. Good. Very good. So here, I don't think that I actually want to play any of these cards. I don't think that there's really too much benefit to playing them. I could play the Pokénav, which would be fine, I guess. See if I can get another Pokemon. But I think I don't want my opponent to like haze me by bringing up anybody that I don't want in the active. I think I just want the Reshiram in the active. My opponent's not gonna. They could knock it out. That would be horrible, and I would just lose the game. But I think that I lose the game anyway. If I just Kiawe onto the active Reshiram and they knock it out, I definitely lose anyway. So we're gonna just hope that they don't have it like that. So let's just. I guess I would like to like manually attach for turn. That is a benefit. So I guess let's start playing our hand down. Let's see. We Pokénav, sure. We'll take a Ho-Oh here. And I will put the Ho-Oh down, and that's fine. We're going to put those 2. So I know that I'm also going to get 2 fire energies off the top, which is like very good. So let's just go in, Acro Bike. We'll take a fire energy, and then I get to Kiawe to the active. That actually feels pretty good. I can, that feels the best actually. So we'll attach here. We'll Kiawe to the active, and we'll go from there. So we get to slap 4 energies onto our active Reshiram. We've got plenty of cards to dig with next turn. And the only reason I really decided to put the Ho down, I think, is just to getting that 1 energy attachment here does feel kind of worth it. I think that every energy attachment counts with this deck for sure. I'm feeling pretty confident that I can get myself a Choice Band next turn. We play 4 of them, so that would just be huge. We're just hoping that they don't get like the Choice Band, Devoured Field, Kukui, DCE. That would be like, that would be a pretty huge rip, but You know, they're not playing anything. I was going to say they're not playing anything sketchy like Magcargo. Yes, they are. They just don't have it out. I promise you, if they had the Slugma down turn 1, they would have guaranteed, oh my god, here's almost all the pieces. Do they have Kukui? Do they just have it like that? They just have the, oh my gosh, no way. Oh, the anguish. Oh god, it's over, guys. It is over. That is it. There is no coming back from that. So, it stings. I really wanted to pull it off. That's really rough. Okay, so, and we even got the choice band. That's insult to injury. We would have totally had it next turn. Oh, that is horrible, horrible, horrible. Okay, so what do we do from here? I think, oh my goodness, I'm just so tilted. All right, we're going to get the choice band. I shouldn't have done any of that. I should have just ultra balled. I shouldn't have gotten the choice band either. I should have gotten a Pokemon app. I need another Reshiram. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ultra ball for a Reshiram. I don't think I can do it anymore. How many fire energies do I have in my deck? 7? Oh, yikes. Okay, we need to try it again, but with a different Reshiram. So let's go in with this one, and then we just need to Lele for Kiawe, and we need to try and Kiawe to this Reshiram. And if, you know, my opponent Lycanroc, Kukui, and knocks me out again, then you know what? Good game, sir. You got me, and that's game over. Looks like I'm having some connectivity issues here, but oh well, that's the nature of the game. Sometimes it happens. Let's go in with Lele, get ourselves the Kiawe, and we're just gonna be out here like a sitting duck. It's like really, really horrible, but there's nothing really else that we could do. We had to have that Kiawe stick. There's no other way around it. I guess like maybe that was a little bit of a greedy play. I think that in retrospect, I just probably Kiawe to the benched Ho-Oh and leave the Reshiram out there. If I do that, then maybe I can... Oh, at this point we can't win because even Vermilion GX, I'm only going to be able to attach like 3 energy into play. It's just not happening. So my opponent's deck is just pure fire. They've just got the turn 2 180, and they're just going to kind of tee off from there. And I fully expect them to get Lycanroc Kukui to just eviscerate this Reshiram. Just put me out of my misery, man. Just end it all now. They're not going to judge. They've only got 2 Zoroark out. They're not even trading more than twice. They just got it like that. Come on. Show me. Just show me. Here's an Ultra Ball. Do you have the Kukui in your hand? Go get yourself the Lycanroc. Bring him up. End me. Just end me, please. Oh my gosh. My opponent would just have the best game ever if they got that. They just bring up the Reshiram and just end it. Come on. Do it. Bring up the Reshiram. I know you've got the Kukui. Just show it to me. You have a good deck. You have a good deck, my friend. You also have a great day. I am out, and I'm done with the Ho-Oh deck. This is too much. You did good. You did good. I'm out. I can't do it. Yep. That's horrible. So, RIP to Reshiram. It seems so good and so fun. And then it just got punished swiftly by Lycanroc. 2 games in a row. Not just by Lycanroc, by Zoroark as well. That was a little bit sad. And maybe I could work on it a little bit, but I'm going to show off Paden Richards' list right here in case you are interested in trying the deck out for a spin yourself. Definitely was fun to play. I was having fun. I just was not winning games, which is unfortunately also something I'm trying to do. So later on this week, I'm going to end up trying out Stefan's regional list as well. He posted his regional top 64 Frankfurt Ho-Oh Salazzle list to his Twitter. So I'm going to be rocking that a little bit later on in the week as well. See if these fire Pokemon have anything cool to offer heading into next format. Also going to be showing off the stall decks here that did well at the Frankfurt Regional Championship, both Sylveon and that cool Steelix list heading into the upcoming week here. So thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Make sure to check out the Etsy store and Patreon stuff in the description below. Peace.